My mother always told me, don't race on the streets, dangerous. But the thing is, right, I cannot fight the natural instinct inside me. Every day I drive to survive. That's why today I've come to a racetrack. So it's time to find out if all those years of Need for Speed useful or not. Holy shit, I almost died. No, but I really was that kid, you know. Growing up, I genuinely believed that with the amount of hours that I'd sunk into Need for Speed Underground 2, that I'd actually be able to be a race car driver. And for the first time in my life, I'd be able to prove it. Not just on any track, mind you. It was going to be on the Sepang International Circuit. Opened in 1999, the track has been home to some of the most prestigious races in the world, including MotoGP and Formula 1. And yeah, we'd only have access to half of the racetrack for this particular event, but the good news was that I'd be driving in one of these. This is the brand new Golf GTI, and the reason we're here today is because VW's finally launching it in Malaysia. Alongside its sibling, the Golf R-Line, these cars are significant because they're going to be assembled here in Malaysia. And in the case of the Golf GTI, Malaysia will be one of just 3 places in the whole world where this high-performance hot hatch was going to be assembled. And to make sure that we know just how capable the cars would be, VW Malaysia will be letting us take these cars out on Sepang's South Circuit. It's a much shorter track with just 8 turns, and we'd even have a pace car and sweeper to make sure things couldn't get too out of hand. But it was still my very first time on track, and it was also at night. So wisely, I decided to start with the Golf R-Line. This is definitely the tamer of the 2 cars. With just under 150 horsepower, this was supposed to be the grocery getter. It also features a conventional 8-speed automatic transmission instead of VW's signature DSG. But right as I got into the car, I noticed a problem. Okay, first time I was told that there would be an instructor next to me, but there's nobody, so I'm just all by myself. Ah, that's Zach! Do I look? I don't know. I can't tell if you can hear me or not. But yes,
ladies and gentlemen, let's slowly start moving out of the pit.
Alright, we're going. I guess there is no chill. Oh my god. Ooh. I think I don't need to check my mirrors, right? Should be fine. First time on the track. Ah!
Right, again, welcome to the Golf R launch. Right.
Thank
now,
you.
You're currently driving the Golf R-Line.
R-Line, got it. Could you tell that I was a little bit nervous? But this first lap was definitely more about learning the track than, you know, going really fast. There was plenty of instruction from the pace car, and the power in the Golf R-Line was definitely manageable. Okay, we're flooring it 130, 140.
Start braking. Don't forget to brake hard. Now, brake hard.
Don't forget to brake
Slow the car down. Put it very sharp right-hander.
Although I wasn't a huge fan of the delay between me hitting the throttle and the car actually getting going. Slow the car down, very sharp right hand down.
Your acceleration zone.
The acceleration zone, go! Oh. That said, it handled the turns pretty well, and there really wasn't a moment in the first run where I felt the car slip away from me. Which is why when I got back to the pits, I was feeling a little more confident. After a quick sanitization session, it was time for the main event. It was time for me to get into the Golf GTI. On paper alone, this was a whole nother beast. It has way more power than the R-Line, it has the super slick DSG dual clutch transmission, and it makes race car noises. But you know, I've seen the tapes, I know the moves, you know, pick your lines, smooth is fast, brake late, get on the power early. I got this, all of it in here, like a steel trap. Plus, I've already had 1.5 laps under my belt, so I'm basically a race car driver. Oh my god, this feels completely different. It makes like an angry sound.
We're gonna have a safe following distance after all. Yep, I'm gonna go a bit on pace, fast pace for you guys to do some video. Then I do a quiet, yeah? Okay, let's go.
Holy shit, what the f? Yep, there was no hand holding. It was just go, go, go.
Braking, hard braking, turn in. Use the track, go back out. Woo! This car is so much faster, what the hell? Ow, braking.
There wasn't really any time to get used to how the car behaved, so it was just sink or swim. And it was so much fun.
Oh, ran a bit wide there. Brake, hard, turn in. Oh, I'm so slow. It's okay, safe.
Until it got a little bit too scary.
That was a bit scary. Oh my god, I ran completely wide there. But the car saved me.
Now, that may not have looked too scary on the GoPro, but trust me, I was shitting myself. And when I finally got off the car, you know, I reacted very calmly. Holy shit, I almost died. Why? There was one corner I went in way too. I went in way. Did you hear?
I see you jump.
Basically, what happened there was a classic case of too much confidence, not enough skill. But in true racing driver fashion, I had my excuses prepared.
Yeah, so I think the thing that I didn't pay enough attention to was my line. I wasn't far out enough, that's why I couldn't get the right angle in. When I turned it, I knew, this is bad. I could hear the tires screeching. I could just feel the car just fix it for me. It's like it slowed down, I don't know, it slowed down the wheel, or it like something, like it did something. Yeah, so fun. Too short.
Now, even though I only got about 1.5 laps in each car of half the circuit, it was still so much fun. It was just so different from what normal road driving is. You know, the way you braked, the way you took a corner, the way you put the hammer down. It felt almost like I was learning how to drive all over again. It didn't matter how many years I had commuting through KL traffic. It didn't matter how much F1 I casually consumed as a fan. Nothing prepared me for what it felt like to go out on track in a high-performance machine by yourself. To feel the forces, to feel the speed. And I think that much was evident in the way I was driving. But even though I drove terribly, the Golf GTI was magnificent. And I think I kind of get what all the hype is about now. Coming into this, I didn't really think that there would be this much of a difference between two cars that look this similar. The GTI and the R-Line both look like your regular family hatchback on the outside, barring the slightly showier wheels and red lipstick of the GTI. And it's pretty much the same on the inside too. But on the track, stepping out of the R-Line and into the GTI was like stepping out of a sauna and getting into a volcano. The throttle response was excellent, the power was addictive, and the DSG was buttery. Plus, it made all the right noises. And even when you're a bit of an idiot on the track like me, the car seems set up well enough to save you from yourself. And that's really reassuring when we eventually take this out into the real world. And that is something I'm definitely looking forward to. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching my very first time going out on a track. Well, half a track, I guess. But you know, even though it was all really scary, it was also super duper fun. And I would definitely want to do this again, maybe even on the full track. Thank you once again for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also like us on Facebook. But our home on the internet will always be at soyachinchao.com. Do you want us to review the Golf R-Line and Golf GTI? Let us know in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video. I'm Rory, and I'll see you then. Bye!